What's up, guys? Welcome so much to Facts Podcast. My name is Josh Hale. Standing beside me is
Standing beside you? Wait, Josh.
I don't think it's going to pick that up.
We're not standing.
Oh, God, I smell that. Oh, my goodness.
I feel bad for you, Josh.
What were you thinking?
Just...
Okay, let's keep going. Keep the momentum. I'm having to lock my nose right now. Okay.
Do you go get like a paper clip or something?
What?
I don't know, paper. You go get like a
yeah.
thing?
This is Ryan Owens right here. That's
I don't know what came over.
Hi, Ryan.
Jacob Webster right here, and this is Alex
Hi,
Webster right here.
Alex and
Okay,
Jacob.
So it's been a little bit since we've posted an episode.
Yeah.
We've been really busy.
Should we tell them why we haven't posted one? We haven't posted in a while.
Yeah, let's tell them why.
Let's tell the lovely viewers at home.
Okay, Alex or Jacob, do you want to break down what happened?
So yeah, we have another episode done, and that one's still not out.
Because
so
our editor Jamie,
because we're still Jamie's still editing.
Jamie over there by the McDonald's cup.
Is it out? Will it be out when this one goes out?
Yeah, it's gonna be out before this one. We're kind of backwards on our episodes right now. That's about it.
But yeah, we episode. This is technically episode 5, but we're done with episode 4, and it's still not up.
We should release
Jamie's
5
still
before
editing.
4.
I mean, yeah, obviously, but like I'm just telling them now why it's coming so late.
It's like an artsy film.
Yeah, we're taking forever, and then this episode's really scuffed already.
And I do want to add, so everyone who has seen the podcast, who has told me time and time again, hey, why don't you have it on audio form yet? Because you did say in the first episode that this is going to be for everyone. Everyone could listen on all platforms. And to my response is, it's a lot of work. Okay? We are trying to get on Spotify and Apple Music, but I simply do not care about you guys that much. And that's it.
Yeah, what I would have to say to those people are grow a pair, and it is not that hard
Suck
to
it up,
watch
buddy.
YouTube. It is not that difficult, and it's
like-
not even that different.
Just
It's not like you can't close the YouTube app and have it still play in the background or anything.
It's like you can just play the YouTube video and then just like have your phone sitting there while the video is playing.
And other people, experienced people in the industry would say, like, why not just, go on Anchor and just
get good.
upload your file and have it posted on all of those. It takes like 5 seconds.
Anchor, what's that?
And to that, I would respond, you are right. But that's it. Anyway, Alex, we've had an interesting development with you the other day. Do you want to talk about this?
I think it's funnier if somebody else talks about it and not me, since I'm awful at telling stories. So, Josh, why don't you tell us about?
That's not even true.
You
told some great scout stories.
Alex, just tell it.
Give yourself some credit, buddy.
I'm giving you time to
Josh,
clear the air right now
Josh.
before we tell the story for
Okay.
you.
Okay, let me defend myself real quick.
No, you're not taking my hand.
He did.
Let the man use it, Jacob. Okay.
Heck you. So, I've got to clear my good name real quick. I am very bad at talking.
Okay, is that it?
That's it.
Wait, don't you have to tell your story though?
Josh is.
Tell your story.
It's funnier when Josh says it, though.
Alex is the person that talks the most
Yeah,
in
why
this
do you,
podcast. So.
why don't you want to
Because it's funnier when Josh. Okay, it's funnier when
Why are you
Josh
so
tells
quiet
it.
right now? Okay,
Because
I'll
it's
open
making
this up.
fun of me.
So last week when we were, not even last week, it was like a month ago at this point. The last time we were filming the Facts podcast, right after we all tore down with Jamie. Jamie had to go back to his wife and kids. Be a
You.
loser.
We finally let them out of the basement, and so he could see them.
So that's
one night
we don't
only.
Pay Jamie, by the way. We just keep his kids in the basement, and then we let them out when he's done with his work. But
It's his incentive. It's his incentive.
so how do I say this? So Alex that whole day was gloating about how this girl that he was talking to, this girlfriend of his, and we were all like, okay, we're really shocked because Alex is in a relationship. If you've seen any of the highlights or
Crazy.
anything from this channel, you can understand how what's the word? Special.
Amazing.
Alex is.
Oh,
How
amazing
gifted
that
he
is.
I'm
is.
just a very dateable man in general.
So anyway, we ended up going out to the Waffle House. We were all craving Waffle House that night, as we typically do after facts, and we're just eating, doing our normal meals. We're just eating, and then our friend, my other Josh friend, came in, and we're all sitting at this table, and this girl ends up walking up to Alex. And do you want to explain?
No,
what
she didn't
happened?
even walk up to Alex. She just walked up to the table.
Yeah. So this girl looked up, like out of all 4 single guys in the group, this girl was like looks over at Alex's direction. So it's Alex and Jacob sitting right next to each other.
I
like
thought
they
she
are
was
right
talking
now.
to me for a second.
And so she like looks at Jacob and she was like, "Hey, I just thought you were cute and I want to prove a bet wrong and say, can I get your number?" And then all of us kind of like pause for a minute, and we're like, "What?" So all of us pause for a minute, and we're like,
We're looking
"Who
at
are you
the metal-
talking to?" And,
No, no.
and
See, Josh,
Josh says,
at that moment, we were looking at the medical, like the metaphysical version of her that was standing right
"Oh yeah,
there.
that's that." And so at that moment, our other friend Josh, because it's me, Josh, and the other Josh sitting right next to each other, he's like, "What?"
What?
Because so we're both right next to each other, and I just said out loud, I felt so bad. I was like, "Wait, who are you asking out again?" I was like, "Who are you talking
I
about?"
thought she was talking to me.
I
Like,
said,
when
"Are
she
you
said
talking
this.
about him?" And I pointed over to Alex, the guy who's like, his hair is a mess. He looks like he has snot all over his face.
Shout out to the fact that the entire
Has acne.
that entire time I was eating like an absolute monkey. I was
Yeah,
like,
his hands are inside like the what are they called? Not the mashed potato. What are they called? Hash browns.
the hash
Your hands
browns?
are on the side of the hat. You're like scarfing
You're just, like,
down hash brown.
Shoveling it.
He's got an entire like chocolate film.
Yes,
over his
legit. Like there was crap all over his face.
It was bad.
He opens his mouth and
Bad.
it's just like all in his braces. I mean, I talked about this on the last or a couple episodes ago about how bad his hygiene is. And she thought she had the audacity to come up to the table and ask that man for his number.
Yeah, and so that's what happened. She was like asking for his number, and I'm kind of like, we all couldn't tell how old she was. I was like, I'm too old for this. It's not me. And the other guy, I was questioning if it was going to be Jacob. And then I look over, and then I guess she was like, "Yeah, it's Alex," or she's like, "Yeah, that guy. I thought he's really cute." And all of us just start laughing. But
She goes, "Yeah, it's Alex. Alex is the one."
to clarify, she didn't say it was Alex. She was like, "No, him in the corner." And then all of us out loud just start bursting out laughing.
even
We're
me,
like,
I was laughing.
we're like, "Are you kidding me? Like, are you serious? You're
I
not
was-
talking about him. You're not talking about Jacob. You're talking about Alex over here." And then she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, and so after a minute, we take all of this in. And we're
Takes
like,
us a second.
Oh God.
we
Yeah,
take
here's
all
the
of this
best
in.
part. Here's the best
And Alex
part.
goes, we're like, "Well, Alex," and Alex goes, "I have a girlfriend," but and she's like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry," and then she's like, "Well, I can add you on Instagram," and then
It was so
he
cringe.
proceeds. She's like, "Okay, what's your Instagram?" And then Alex, what he does is he takes out his phone and doesn't just say, "Okay, my name is at Alex Webster," or something like that. Plug for Alex. He goes, "Here's my Instagram," and holds it up to her phone. And so she can just go, "Oh, okay," and just type it in a text pad or something. He doesn't send her the QR code or anything. He's just like,
Yeah, can you just do
"Here's
the
my
QR
Instagram."
code?
And then we're like, "Is your girlfriend gonna be fine with her having your Instagram?" He's like, I don't know."
And then
I
they
don't know
were,
if that's a good Alex
and his
impression, but-
girlfriend were never really dating. in the
yeah,
first
it was never really true in the first
This
place.
is okay. No. Let's
And now-
back this up. So, and then after all of that, and this girl had no good reason to talk to Alex anymore. We're just sitting down, just laughing about how hilarious the situation is. And so Alex and Jacob are like facing away from the window. So me and the other Josh are like, we can see the parking lot from where we're sitting, and I just see the girl. Like she's driving, someone's driving her, and as she's driving away, the headlight in her car is on, and you just see her just looking at Alex, like her car's driving away,
about
just
that.
looking at Alex, and I'm like, that is so bad. I just felt horrible for her. And then
Actually, update. She found my Instagram, and
Yeah. I was about to say the story doesn't
we're
end
getting
bad.
we're getting
though.
the timeline wrong. We're getting the timeline wrong, by the way. We're telling this awful.
No, it's not. We got the timeline right.
So no. In the parking lot, you got to think about the Walmart parking lot.
after that is the Walmart part.
So before this, we're in the Walmart parking lot.
No, we went to Waffle House, then Walmart.
Yeah.
So
are
we
you
went
dumb,
to
Josh?
the after at Waffle House. We went to the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
And you were on FaceTime with your girlfriend, your supposed girlfriend at the time, and then she was like, me and the other Josh were like, so are y'all dating? And she's like, wait, are we dating, Alex? And we're like, whoa, y'all weren't even official. Do you have anything to say, Alex?
I am. Wait, hold on. I did turn off. Okay.
If we were off that whole time, that would have been bad.
I am really awful at speaking to anyone, period, and especially women, because that's scary.
And he pulled two.
And
He pulled two. He's pulled two guys.
I honestly don't even know how that happened.
She said, "Are we dating?" Which means
She said
she wanted to be dating. That's what
Yeah.
that means.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I told you that, Alex. She was
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't even know if we're dating, and I was like, Alex, this is a trap. Don't answer this as your advisor. This is a trap. This is a trap, Alex. And he's like, okay, that's smart. But thank you, Josh. And then I guess later that night, you texted me like 2 a.m. So I was about to go to bed. You're like, so the Waffle House girl texted me, and I was like, oh my goodness, she texted you after all of that.
Yep.
After all of that torture you put her through.
Hey, the story came out good. Like Alex is now technically talking to and is planning on getting together with. Just talking with
Is
Waffle.
planning on
I ain't
getting
rushing
together
anything, Chief.
with. You heard it here.
And to clarify,
Sure about
Alex is 14, by the way, and this girl is 13. So, I mean,
Okay, real talk for a second. She thought I was 17, and she said I was out at the park with her a couple days ago, and she quite literally said, "I wish you were 17," and that is weird.
That's kind of sus,
That's
bro.
mega sus. That's mega sus.
She just she likes older guys.
is she a med bay?
I'll text her that real quick.
Don't. Oh my God. You got med. Alex, this is why you're still single.
Okay. So after
just
all,
can't do
after
that.
all of that, so how you told me today that you got to see the Waffle House girl? You got to go on like a date with her?
It wasn't
Like
really
a-
a date.
I'm
We
saying
just
like a
kinda
middle
hung out at
school,
the
like-
park, and I just talked about Tyler for 3 hours.
By Tyler, he
creator.
means legendary creator of the album Igor and
His
other
his
albums,
fifth
Cherry
studio
Bomb.
album. His 5th studio album, which was awarded the Grammy for Best Hip Hop. Tyler, the Creator.
So what did she say to that? Was she just like, cool?
I showed her a Tyler song. She was like, "Yeah."
Oh my goodness.
She was like, "Yeah, Igor. Yeah, oh."
No, I actually showed her Flower Boy, so it's
So
whatever.
And Alex told me the only music she likes is like country music and then NF.
Yeah.
Now, I
You.
feel like I was raised on the
NF.
principle of if someone asks you out at Waffle House, then that means you run. But I just kind of
My mom always told me. My mom always told me that if someone asked me out at Waffle House, I stabbed
Turn
them
the
in the
other way.
chest 47 times.
Turn the other way.
so Alex, what made you kind of develop this friendship and continue on with it after all of this?
Wait, I can answer that for you, Josh.
Well, I haven't heard from Alex.
He's
though.
lonely, that's why.
He's lonely.
Horny jail. You're not Pascal. No. Okay, what, Josh?
Do you have any defense for yourself about this situation? Because
What am I there? What is to defend? I'm just an awful.
You
I'm just
you
awful
were
at talking.
under the impression that you were in a relationship, and then you proceeded to give a girl your Instagram. Is that wrong? Okay.
So inherently,
Yeah. So how did you break like the bad news?
she
to-
actually told. Actually, fun fact: I am extremely lucky. I consider myself to be extremely lucky because she texted me the other day. She was like, "I don't want to date you," and I was like,
Wait, are you talking about the other day?
"The other girl, the girl who I claimed I was dating."
Was this
with,
before?
this was the day after Waffle House girl. She said, "I don't want to date you," and I was like,
Lucky. He pulled lucky.
I pulled all good cards there, Chief.
After that story, no wonder. Like,
Got the good ending. Alex got the good ending.
Actually, it's the middle of the line ending. It's not the best ending. It's not the bad ending. It's like the you killed some, you spared another.
It's the neutral ending then.
But you didn't kill one. She didn't want to date you in the first place.
That's like the idea.
Yeah, it's
It's like the idea.
Is that true neutral?
It's like the true neutral.
No,
ending,
this
yeah.
is chaotic neutral.
This is chaotic.
No, that's
Chaotic neutral.
alignment, not the ending. That's
I do agree that Alex is a chaotic neutral. I'm probably just neutral good.
I'm probably
Ryan is
neutral good.
probably neutral good. Jacob is probably
Thanks.
neutral evil.
Thank you.
I don't know.
He hates civilization. He hates everyone.
I-
Every single thing he hates. He hates everything. You can't.
Okay. Let's back this up because I kind of had the question of like, so it kind of brings up a philosophical argument. If you're in a relationship and a girl asks for your number, should you give her your Instagram?
I don't see why not.
I don't think Instagram
It's kinda like the
is,
same
like, a big
idea.
deal.
It's
I
kind of the same idea.
I don't think Instagram is a bit. I would say, like Snapchat, that's a little
I-
bit more sus.
I feel like people place too much emphasis on like getting someone's number, but as if you have some way to contact them either through Instagram, their phone number, or Snapchat or something, then it's fine. I think it's the same. It's all the same idea.
So there's a little bit more of a metaphorical meaning behind getting someone's number compared to getting someone's Instagram. And, like Snap and number are very similar in the terms of way. Like, oh, give me your number. I'm interested in you. Oh, I'll give you my Instagram. Instagram is more of a friend zoney kind of
Because
thing.
it's because
There's a bit more of a difference there.
right, like your
I look at it in a
Instagram.
very utilitarian way.
Your
As long as
Instagram
you
is-
can text someone, then it's fine.
Your Instagram is something that's like more public than a phone number or a Snapchat, and so like when you say if someone were to ask you for your number and then you give them your Instagram,
num-
that's saying, hey, not let's back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
I kind of that's why since there's so much confusion with it, I know this is really not answering my own question, but that's why in the event if I ever talk to a woman, I tend to ask
Or man.
for her email, her Facebook, her Instagram, her phone number, her home address, her secondary address, and
Her credit card
mother's
number?
maiden name and the 3 funky digits on the back.
of her card.
Just to be safe, just so we have all the means of communication and I can, ship flowers to her. That's it.
Use her money to ship flowers.
Yes,
I buy her flowers with her credit card information
her
that I
own
stole.
with her own money. How romantic.
you- Oh, dang it. We're going to say the same joke.
Jinx, Josh, you have
We've been saying, all of us have been making the same jokes to each other all day. Does that mean we're
Hey,
creative
Josh.
geniuses or we're all idiots?
Hey, Josh, Jinx, you owe me a
I
soda.
think it means we're all just equally unfunny.
We're both.
Josh owes me a soda now. I called Jinx on him.
Okay, well, here's a soda.
Thanks.
There you go.
There's
in there.
actually soda in there.
Okay,
That was empty.
anything else happen in our kind of month-long break? For highlights, I'm going to say that's the end of this bit. Okay, what were you saying?
That story actually reminds me of a story that I have. It's not exactly like super related, but I think it's funny. It's about the first time I ever spoke to a woman over text, and I was 13.
Uh-oh.
I was 13 years old,
Who was it?
and I'm not gonna say her name.
Dang.
The
Do I know
form-
her?
Probably not. The form of communication we had, or that I had, was my iPod Touch, like iPod 4. It's my-
iPod 4. Let's
my-
go.
My very first.
I think I still have an iPod 4 like in our house. So does that mess with that charge? That thing I did was
This
that mess it
microphone
up?
has been defiled this episode. We've been here 20 minutes. Anyway, so my form of communication with this girl was my iPod Touch, and the way that she got in contact with me, right, is my friend. We were in. It was 7th grade, or like the summer right after 7th grade or something. No, it was the summer. It was the summer. I don't
You were
freaking know when it was. I was about
second grade.
13.
They're like, what was I doing in my 7th grade year? I'm just thinking about that.
Were you still in 7th grade?
I was with some of my buddies, and we were at a park, a waterfall park, and one of my buddies, he was the only one of us that had social media, but his social media was Facebook, and he posted a picture of the 4 of us on Facebook, and this girl that he had gone to school with previously was like, "Who's the guy on the left?" And that guy was me, and so my friend was like, "Bro, hit up my guy." And gave her my email, because that's how we texted on iPod Touch, is because you don't have a number. So she had to text my email. So I woke up. Oh my!
So you don't why not just use like the text-free apps or anything like that?
because
It's
I messaged.
because this probably didn't exist then. Like WhatsApp probably didn't.
Or
even
my mom
exist.
probably just wouldn't let me have. I was a sheltered kid. I was a really sheltered kid. I don't know. So she got my email for iMessage, right, from my friend, and he was like, "Bro, I just gave you this I just gave your email to this girl. She's going to hit you up in the morning, or she wants you to." Oh yeah, no, that's what it was. He said to me, "She wants you to hit her up tomorrow." And I was like nervous because that would be the first woman I ever spoke to over text. And so
Over email.
I need to speed this story up. But anyways, yeah, you're funny. But so yeah, she was upset with me because I didn't I didn't text her because I was scared because she was the first girl I ever texted. But I didn't like her, right? Because I had never met her in person. I didn't even know what she looked like, and she was like, I don't know, she was just a horny 13-year-old.
Horny.
And so eventually we just sort of stopped talking because I just didn't know how to respond to a lot of the things she said to me.
What did
So-
she say?
What if it?
Is this
what if
somebody we know or no?
None of you should know this person, but
What if
she like after
What if this girl was just like Catherine all along?
no, so after like 4 days of us like texting or something, she like was talking to me for whatever reason about this guy that wouldn't stop asking her for inappropriate pictures. Bear in mind, I'm a
13, by the way.
I'm a sheltered 13-year-old homeschooler. What am I gonna say to that? What advice am I gonna give to this girl, right?
I don't know. He seems a little sus.
He's a little sassy. Out.
Vote kick, yeah. We gotta vote kick this guy. So, anyways, we stopped talking after I eventually just kind of never spoke again. So, fast forward 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
So you're 16.
I get my first job at Urban Air. Or
What is that? For those who don't. I need Jacob, can I borrow his microphone because I don't want to keep taking Ryan's. Thank you. What is Urban Air for those?
Urban Air is a trampoline adventure park. Really really fun place actually. I really like it, and working there was fun. So I get my job at Urban Air, and so does she.
The same girl.
The same girl.
So how
The
did
same girl. So what I recognized her instantly.
Secret stalker? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
I recognized her instantly, like at orientation where all the employees, like for the first time
Yeah.
were meeting. I recognized her instantly. I was like, holy hell.
This is awkward.
It was awkward for me, but she didn't. She didn't know who I was.
How did you recognize her? I thought you'd never seen a picture of her before, unless she sent you a picture
No,
of her.
I did eventually. Like,
Like-
I think she sent me like a couple of selfies or something,
Oh, okay.
and I knew, and I had actually.
She sent you a dot PNG or dot JPEG over the email.
A
I-
5-pixel PNG.
I actually had, because she was friends with one of my neighbors.
Okay.
And so I had been at my neighbor's house and she was there. So I actually lied. I had been with her in person, but it was once for like 30 minutes.
Probably terrifying. Being like, oh well. Anyway, as you're saying, your orientation.
So she didn't recognize me, but I recognized her instantly, and I was like, when is she gonna realize? So we were actually kind of. She was one of the only people at Urban Air that I was like actually kind of friends with, intercourse.
Sorry, I just had-
So she was one of the only people at Urban Air that I was actually friends with, like work friends. So we hung.
she didn't recognize you?
we
or
hung-
Did she still not recognize you at that point?
No, it was probably like
so funny.
it was probably like 3 months into like
Whoa.
our employment at Urban Air that she asked for my phone number, right?
Again. So did
But she
she?
never. No. Ryan never gave her his phone number because he didn't have one at that point.
No,
So
no,
she
no, no.
was
I'm
like-
talking about into our employment
Yeah,
at Urban Air.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, she never got your phone number in the first place because like
Right.
you didn't have a phone number.
Right,
at
of
that
course.
point.
This
This is 3
years later.
or 4 years later,
So
something like
so
that.
Ryan's like 16, 17
Yeah.
at this point.
Anyways, she gets my phone number. I think it must have been like, I was like, it's gotta be like she's gonna realize now. Like this has gotta be the moment where she realizes that she knows me.
It's just because Alec, or just for those of you who don't know how Ryan texts, it's what's a good explanation of like,
I'm gonna be 45 minutes late. Gotta take an urgent shit.
that's how Ryan texts.
But it was one day I was very near to quitting my job at Urban Air.
That probably
really hurt the audio listeners. Just going like. Anyway,
This is the home stretch of the story. We were working at Urban Air on the ropes course. Okay. And we're sitting out there. It's dead slow. There's nothing for us to do. So we're just sitting out there. We're kind of chilling. It was a vibe.
Yeah.
It was a vibe. We were vibing at work. And we were just kind of sitting there, and she was like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure I like texted you like 3 years ago. I'm pretty sure we talked like 3 years ago." I was like, "Yep."
yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Wow, good job.
Does
I
she-
can't remember if I like act surprised or if I was like, "Yeah, I know."
So
Did you
even
not?
from the beginning? Just so did she ever like? Why didn't you say something, or did y'all not have that conversation, or?
No, I think it was awkward. I'm pretty sure it was like, "Yeah, we did."
Are you still friends with this person to this day, or?
No.
Okay.
I saw her at Chick-fil-A once.
Okay.
When I was working there. I came out. This is when the dining room was still open.
Can
and
you like say her name and then Jamie mutes her name?
I don't think we'll know.
No, you won't. But
Also,
I feel like I might. I know.
we got called out the other day because we were talking about our friend Josh, and then our other friend Josh, and then we're like, wait, we got to bleep that out. And then like 5 seconds later,
yeah, I
we
literally
edited
was
it,
like,
we didn't,
Josh.
we didn't bleep out the second part, so we can't trust ourselves to.
Yeah, exactly. I've done a good job with this story though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've not revealed Olivia's name.
That's not actually her name, is it? Is that actually her name?
Yeah.
Do we have to?
You have to bleep it out.
My goodness. I don't know.
Anyways, that's the end of that story.
I don't. That was a good story, Ryan. That was a good contribution. Hey, can you make
There was
sure?
all the build up to that.
Hey, Alex, can you make sure that camera's running? Because it's a bit it's about
Yeah,
finicky.
go check. Joe, check if Jamie's doing his job.
It's good. Can you check the other ones? Jamie had to go take an urgent dump.
Why'd you just walk in front of the
Why
camera?
would you walk right in front of the camera?
Blatant ass shot.
Can you check the third one?
What?
Alex! Alex! Why would you do that? Watch, he's gonna walk in front of all 3 cameras. All 3 cameras. And in front of the lights.
Oh my god.
My goodness. He has literally contributed nothing, and now he has made it harder.
Hey, no, come on.
What did he? Okay, he contributed a little bit.
We talked about his ladies.
Oh, his lady. That was a good story. I don't know why that story. Because like for those of y'all who want a little bit of backstory on us, is all of us are homeschooled. We came from like I used to our family used to be pretty sheltered, and I'm trying to think about what shelter would mean for somebody like because being sheltered in public school is very different from being sheltered in a homeschool. It's like
No,
Yeah, I'm Josh. I'm pretty sure like everybody knows what sheltered means.
no, but it's different for like
different dynamic.
homeschoolers. It's
Different
way
dynamic.
worse.
The
So-
reason why it's different is because you learn stuff at public school that your parents are trying to shelter you from
Yeah.
at home. So it's like
But we had
I don't want
this
to say it's different, but
we had this one family
Well-
that we were super close with, and they were very sheltered like this. So we were kind of like how we are now, or just normal. And then they were like so bad to the point where like even the adult people who were like 25 in the family wouldn't have any phone numbers. They wouldn't text anyone. And so how we
Oh wait, they're just Amish.
they were almost Amish, but so how we would talk to these people, because we would do like ballroom with them, and we would do I'm gonna keep them anonymous. Anyone literally
They pull
who
up
knows
to
me will know this family. So
They pull up to class in their wagon and horse.
they're not that bad. They had the stereotypical like homeschooler van, like a huge white like pedo van.
Oh yeah, the one that you fit a bunch of kids in.
So we
Not in
would
a weird
talk
way.
to this family all the time. So how we got away with talking to them, I love how engaged they are, but it's what it's whatever.
Alex is on Discord right now.
I'm looking through stories to talk about. Okay, shut up.
What is wrong with the story? What is anyway?
I'm paying. Okay, I'm paying.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the next story. This one's boring me the hell.
Okay. Anyway, what I'm getting to is how we would talk to this family is we would have to text them on Clash of Clans on like our fourth generation iPod.
You would have to, Josh. You would have to but you'd have to send him a mail.
No,
like an actual like physical
I'm being
letter
like,
by Dove.
Guys, I'm being completely serious
Messenger
about this. We
messenger
had to-
bird.
we couldn't even text each other on like the free texting apps. We had to get on Clash of Clans.
But their parents let them have Clash
on
of Clans
our
though.
iPod fourth generation and go into global chat, text each other,
Global chat.
get our server, and then go on a private chat so we could talk to each other. There were like the whole reason I got Clash of Clans wasn't to play the game; it was just so I could text this family. That was it. And this went on for like years until they slowly started getting sick of it and getting Snapchat. And that type of
How
stuff.
old were they at that point?
They're my age. So this was, I guess I was 16 at the time. So yeah, this is like 15 through like 17 talking to them. And the oldest one in the family. The oldest one in the family.
Did you make a
is,
clan?
No, he just said they went to global
at the
chat.
time, the oldest one would have been 25. So like 25.
And he didn't have
to,
a
like,
phone number?
They didn't have anything. They slowly just kind of like.
So did he like farm or something for a living?
So keep on. There's a lot of these people. Like I'm not going to say the right number, but let's say there's 20 of these kids. It's a huge family. So there's the age range was like between like 5,
19 kids and
25.
counting.
Yeah,
It's that
exactly.
show.
So
It's just the family from that show.
So yeah, eventually, so the older ones over time, some of them got married, some of them ran away, and then we kind of got to talk to them a little bit. But that's basically the Clash of Clans. We had to talk to each other through years of Clash of Clans.
What is the point of that? Of sheltering your kids to that extent? I don't get it.
I think it just makes them worse and great party
It
friends.
does.
Makes them great party friends, but that's about it.
Wait, how does it make him great party friends? I don't
Because
get it.
okay,
They were doing him a favor.
it's because once they have the freedom, they go absolutely
Yeah, they're like
ape crap.
they're like the best drug dealers, the best people to
Best
like,
serial killers,
yeah,
best
best
freaking
alcohol hookups, all of it.
best
So, yeah.
street corner hookers.
So for those of you at home, for the kids watching, if you want to have a really good party, talk to that really sheltered kid that you knew in high school. I guarantee you they're probably a drug dealer. Okay? It's life lessons with Josh right there.
Go get you some good goods.
Portable acid, some really solid weed, a little bit of cocaine.
You're gonna drop
So-
some acid.
So on
Have you
that
seen the
note, I have
GQ
just
Easy
I have a
Ryan?
really random
Rob got
question
some
that I
acid.
think is pretty funny. I think. What is the weirdest text message you guys have ever seen or received or sent? I'll let. Who wants to start?
All right, I'm gonna go to my chat with Uncle Austin real quick.
I can't name any. All right, Josh.
Uncle Austin and I were we were texting.
I think some of these are way too private, so I don't know.
We were okay. I'll just get.
Discord servers count.
Why are you?
I know that.
I'll include like I'll tell like me and Uncle Austin. This is just like a pretty good summary of our
Yeah,
friendship.
we can think recently.
Is we were texting like synonyms for male reproductive fluid
Okay.
and then saying a sport after it.
Okay, so give me an example.
So it started with sperm basketball.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what he just texted me that randomly,
Okay.
right? He just texted me, and then we continued our conversation. And then I
Yeah.
brought up sperm basketball again,
Mm.
and then he responded with semen football,
Mm.
and I'll just read you all of them:
Okay.
cum tennis, jizz hockey, nut soccer, splooge bowling, climax shuffleboard, dong water high diving, ejaculation badminton, orgasm chess, cream de la penis cornhole,
Oh, whoa.
and that's all of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just imagine picturing yourself at a poetry night and you just get your phone out. I'm going to now read synonyms of male reproductive sports. And then you read out that list.
You want to read it out again?
Not really.
No, let's do the joke twice.
Yeah, let's-
Let's do the joke twice.
The whole bit just twice.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to my chat with Uncle Austin.
Funnier the second time, honestly. Okay. Josh, do you have anything you have to share? With the
Not really
class?
anything I can say well other than conversations of Clash of Clans. That's
All
about
right.
it.
Okay, so
I've
I'm gonna
gotten some
read out.
weird
This
stuff.
is one of my personal favorite messages of all
Oh,
time.
I got one. Okay, I got one.
Yo. Emoji looks like this. Drip too hard. Those two emojis. Don't mess with at. And that's it.
So okay, I this is definitely not the weirdest one, but this is a spec.
Shut up.
Why do they bring up the topic if they're not even gonna like?
It's my idea. I'm the one that's listening.
The entire purpose is for Alex he wanted to say that like really cryptic, weird message, and that was the only point. He didn't actually want to hear anything from
I have a
us.
bunch of other guys. I have a bunch of other good ones.
Alex, I have a story.
I have
You
one.
brought up the topic. I have a story. That was
Josh, I have another good one. Can I say it real quick?
fine.
Okay, I have one that's like. All right, I want everyone to clap after I'm done
He
with
was
this,
so
it's not
tame
really
at the start of the
awkward.
episode.
You should interrupt him, Josh. That'd be fun.
Bro moment. Bro moment. My name's Alex. I'm not going deep enough. My name's Alex Webster.
That's not Alex.
Okay,
How do I do it?
speak and yeah. Okay,
Oh.
if
I
you
don't
gotta
think my
lose
voice go that
brain cells,
low.
you gotta lose really. You gotta. Yeet. Okay, so the thing is you gotta lose brain cells. So like you
yeah.
wanna take a baseball bat to your skull and just really.
I feel like
It's
I can.
not funny unless you do that. There you go.
Just imagine.
Can we just get that noise just by it? Can somebody sample that?
Can we get a beat out of that glock glock noise?
Okay, so the weirdest message I think I've probably ever sent is.
I'm gonna cut the story because it's not funny at all, and it just
Keep it
raises
in.
so many questions.
Keep it in.
So
Come
anyone
on.
else have anything? It's a little funny.
It's a good story.
I'm not gonna say who it is, by the way. This could be like 10 years ago. This could be.
I'm
like
so
5
sorry
years
I
ago.
missed that story. That was terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that happen the other day. Oh, this is a good topic. So like, I've had this happen 2 times this week. So like.
What?
No. Backing up.
That story? Yeah.
Okay, this raises a better topic. Like, are you ever at like a party or something and you say something like you think it's hilarious, and then you just look at all the reactions around you, and everyone's like, "You're a serial killer."
Yeah.
Like the other day,
Not funny.
I'll explain this. So the other day I was filming something, and we were talking. I was talking with these clients about just movies and stuff, and these are people I've been friends with for a long time. So, and at the end of it. Or we were talking about the movies. We were talking about the movie Split, which is the M. Night Shyamalan movie where like this guy ends up kidnapping these people, and it's supposed to be like a horror movie. And so I was talking about how the scene start. Have any of y'all seen it, by the way?
I have not.
So I was talking about one of the scenes in the movie where at the start you have the guy who's the kidnapper. He's in the car and he's kidnapped. He like chloroforms these 2 girls. And there's this quiet girl that he doesn't even notice at the side. And then as soon as she makes a noise, how the camera work, how the whole scene is blocked out is kind of in the way where as soon as she makes a noise, he realizes she's in the car and then he kidnaps her also. But I thought the scene was funny. And so I'm explaining how I thought that scene was hilarious to the people. And I look up and they're like, you thought a scene of somebody kidnapping 2 girls is funny? And I'm like, yeah.
Josh is a psychopath. Josh is a psychopath.
So
Josh is a psychopath.
What? Why? Why did we do that?
I just want to say bruh into it.
Okay, we have 1 bar of battery left, so we gotta wrap.
Bruh.
Wait.
Bruh.
That's it.
Bruh.
Okay. Anyway, guys, so I think that was a very solid-ish episode of Facts today. We had a lot of equipment failures and all that junk. I think we did not have any major technical difficulties, so that's nice. So yeah. first time heard thing. So as the music is playing, guys, you can. I'm gonna pick a camera. Which camera should I look at, guys? That camera. Okay, guys. So make sure you follow us at or follow us on Instagram at Facts Podcast Show. Follow us on Twitter at Facts Podcast. You can make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube at Facts Podcast Show. You can follow me at Josh Hale, Ryan at Ryan Owens, Jacob Webster at It's Webster, Alex at Alex Webster, and then you follow us on Twitter at Facts Podcast. It's the only one that is different. Anyway, on TikTok at Facts Podcast Show. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for walking. As the music is playing, we're going to do our default dances out of here. All right, time to spit a beat.
Wait, am I spinning the beat? Oh, is that it? Okay.